Josh Green here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Dave Allen here in sunny Doncaster. Dave, few days on now from the weekend. How's everything been in the last 48 hours, 72 hours?
Yeah, it's been good, you know. Went straight to my mother-in-law's house, John Watton. Went straight to the in-laws, picked the kids up, straight back home. Had Joe out sparring himself about it this morning. Obviously Joe finished his training off. Yeah, I went to Manchester this morning, fucking knackered. Left at about 7:30 and I haven't been home since. That's the life. That's what we do. Took the kids over though and that, and just straight back. Joe Hayden Monday, Tuesday, training. Obviously finishing off camp for Friday. Manchester for draft this morning. I'll leave here. Joe Howard will train again tonight, as will Calvin Moyo. Boxing's my life really. Boxing and my kids. There's nothing really else I do. So just been busy with the boxing, and my appetite's not back yet. So the eating hasn't even started, and I still look like this. It's unfortunate really, yeah.
I was going to say, there's not many fighters that would have a showreel knockout on a Saturday and then straight back in sort of with their fighters. Not many fighters that actually are still fighting and training other fighters. Is that something that's different to balance?
I trained Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden had a full camp for this 12-week camp, and he did it side by side with me for my fight with Johnny Fisher. And I mean, I trained him. Nigel and Jamie came and said, "Look, do you want us to help you out and train Joe?" I said, "No." I said, "I'll do it." So I'd train in the morning, Joe would run, and then I'd take him down to the gym after I'd trained on an evening and train him, pad him, train him on an evening. So I was doing that nearly all the way through. But I love it, mate. Boxing's my life. I don't know anything else. So I train myself, I train them, I watch a bit of boxing. Do you know what I mean? So I'm happiest when doing something boxing related, whether that's training myself, boxing, or training somebody else, or I love it.
Why is it just the love that you do the training for? Because as I say, there's not many fighters that.
Fuck all money in it. I know that. Yeah. So I've been training boxers for 4.5 years. One or two of them can't look after themselves, so I get their money and I'm saving it for them every fight. Take the 10% and save it. You know, if they don't earn anything, or if they don't only earn a few quid, I don't take anything at all. If they make a few quid, I'll take it and I'll give it them back via other methods further down the line, because they're not earning a fortune. I'm not working with superstars at the minute. Maybe future superstars. I'm not superstars at the minute, so I don't do the training and managing for money. I do it for my love of boxing. And I do it for the love of the kids I work with. Do you know what I mean? I could work with loads of kids. I could manage and train fucking loads of fighters, I think, but I work with my mates, really. But luckily, they're not bad.
Saturday night, I know you've done some reflections on your own channel, but what are the sort of standout things in your mind when you think back to Saturday night?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good night. The atmosphere was incredible. And I won the fight easily. It was an easy night's work, really. Johnny Fisher's got a long way to go. He has a lot of... he's a great athlete. He doesn't have he either doesn't have the ability to box or he hasn't been shown how to box, one or the other. But he can't, doesn't have it. He didn't improve from fight 1 to fight 2. So he needs to improve, because if not he'll get hurt. Heavyweight boxing's not a game, and there's a lot better fighters than me as well, so he's got a long way to go.
I think you're probably putting yourself down a bit.
No. There's a lot better fighters than me.
Well, yeah,
I think I'm 81 in the world on BoxRec. I think I'm 12 in the WBA though, but I'm a good fighter, like good solid fighter, technically very, very good. But I've got a few attributes that let me down, not the quickest, not the biggest. So I'm a good heavyweight, but I'm not a great heavyweight. You know, I could really off at least 30 or 40 into the top, and he'll do better than me. So he's got a long way to go, but I hope he does it. He's a nice kid, he's a great athlete, he can punch, so there's a lot there to work with, but he really has got to improve.
What did you say to him in the ring afterwards?
I said I'm proud of him, he's come a long way. We sparred 6 years ago, and in the last 6 years, he's headlined the Copper Box a few times, boxing in Saudi, made a hell of a lot of money, and fair play to him. So, you know, people say, "Oh, you're not very nice about him," but if you went out and your hair looked shit and I didn't tell you, I'd be a bad mate. So it's only the same. I want him to do well, and for him to do well, I have to tell him the truth. I have to say these things. What's the point of saying he's great? He doesn't need to improve. He doesn't need to improve. He needs to improve. He needs to improve massively. And if I said otherwise, what kind of man am I? So he needs to get a lot better.
You've talked so many times about the British title being such a big thing, and it could make a huge difference to your career. And when you'll look back on as a British champions are always looked at in a real sparkling light. Is that the next logical step, do you think, for yourself?
The next, about making some money, really. Yeah,
money over the British title?
Well, the money will come now. Like I signed a contract before the fight to work with, if I won the Fisher fight, I had to sign with Matchroom. But financially, that was in my best interest to do anyway. So it's about making some money now and winning the British title. You know, the British title I think will come. I want to get a few more. I need 1 or 2 more fights in between. There's a big gap from Fisher to Adelaide. I think there's when I say a big gap in terms of boxing ability, I think there's a big gap. But Fisher is hard, to be fair. But I'll have to improve. I've had 21 rounds in 6 years, I think. It's still not a lot, but I felt so much better Saturday than I did in Saudi. So yeah, I think I can win the British title if the likes of Adelaide and TKV are the champions. Because they are very good fighters, but they're not Anthony Joshua, not Daniel Dubois, so it's winnable for me.
That fire in the belly that's maybe been missing at times, coming off the weekend, and when you look towards the money fights, the British titles, is that there, and are you confident that that's going to stay there?
Yeah, I'm over with Jamie and Nige now, and they're my friends. You know, they're getting the best out of me because they understand me. You know, we have a great relationship, and I want to work hard for them. So, yeah, I'm back in the gym next week. I think I'm back there Tuesday. And I spoke to Ed the other day. We may go earlier than September. The plan was to go Sheffield Arena in September, I think. I may go earlier than that. I may go July now. So, yeah, I'm enjoying my boxing. Finally, with the experience, I'm starting to use it now. I'm starting to use that experience, and whoever I box now, I'm probably going to be more experienced than them, aren't I? So, and when I first turned pro, I only had 10 amateur fights, playing a bit of catch up, whereas now I'm the old man with a bit of experience, you know, and it gives me a lot of confidence.
Just one more from the weekend. The reception you got in there, I was only watching on TV at home, but it seemed like you got a fantastic reception in the Copper Box. I'm not sure everybody was expecting that.
No, I wasn't expecting to get booed, I don't think, really. I'd have been upset to get booed. Yeah, it was a great reaction, yeah. It was like 50-50, it felt split. A few boos from me, there were a few boos for Fisher when he came out as well. So, yeah, a weird one really, but he's a nice fella. He's a nice fella than me. Because I can be an arsehole, he don't have that in him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just nice all the way through. I'm nice all the time, but not all.
Was that to his detriment, do you think?
Yeah, probably, yeah. I'm a nice guy, but like the first fight, they were saying, I play games. I don't play games. I'm a nice fella, but I'll smash your teeth in if I can. 100%. It's a sport, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a fucking angel. Not at all.
We'll finish it off with bringing it back here to Doncaster. Big nights of boxing back in Doncaster at the football ground. Huge card on Friday night. Just great to see your hometown back in the spotlight.
That's a great card. It's the best card I've ever had. I went to box here 12 years ago when J Mac won the world title. My opponent pulled out, and they offered me Tom Dallas, but I weren't ready for it. And obviously, in hindsight, the decision was correct. But my old man actually said, "Don't box him, he'll beat you," and he probably would have. So this is a fucking exceptional card. Max Hughes, Archie Sharp. That would be a chief support on any Matchroom card. It's a fucking unbelievable fight. Terry's opponent, I don't think is the best, but Terry's was a freeweight world champion. Reece Moore Sylvester's a cracking fight. Jimmy Joe Flint coming off the back of beating Campbell Atten for the second time. My Joe Hayden fighting Lewis Booth. Tyson Gallagher and Jones is a great fight. And Stevie Levy at Helliwell may box the winner. So it's a good card, full of talent. And you know what? More important than talent, because you see loads of cards full of talent. The 50-50s. There's genuinely 3 or 4 fights. I'm not sure who's going to win that, and that's what it's all about. And it's in the best city in the world. And what more could you ask for?
Dave, appreciate the time. Congratulations again on Saturday night, and thank you very much for your time, mate.
Thank you.